She said, "Don't propose. My friends will laugh at the ring you can afford." So I didn't. I proposed to someone else one. She watched from 2 tables away. I'd been dating Claire for 18 months. She worked in marketing, always obsessed with appearances. I was making $72,000 as a software engineer. After budgeting, I could afford a $2,800 engagement ring. I found a beautiful one at a local jeweler. Good stone, classic setting. I was excited to surprise her with it. For her birthday, I made reservations at Marcello's, her favorite upscale Italian restaurant. Ring in my jacket pocket, I planned to propose during dessert. I started talking about our future when Claire got serious. My friend Jessica got engaged last month, and honestly, her ring was embarrassing. She tries to hide it because it's so small. The thing is, Brad, I know you've been thinking about proposing, and my friends would absolutely judge whatever ring you can afford right now. It would be humiliating for both of us. The ring in my pocket suddenly felt like it weighed 50 pounds. So what are you suggesting? Wait until you're more established. Look around. See those women? They all have real rings. Substantial rings. I can't show up with something tiny. I looked at the other couples, then back at her perfectly serious face. You're saying don't propose because you'd be embarrassed by what I can afford? Be realistic about where you are in life. That night, I returned the ring and got a full refund. She'd shown me exactly how she saw me in our relationship. 2 weeks later, I broke up with her. This is about the ring conversation, isn't it? It's about knowing what really matters to you. She tried to backtrack, said she'd been having a bad day, didn't mean it the way it sounded, but you can't unring that bell. Life improved dramatically after Claire. When you're not constantly trying to impress someone who's never satisfied, you can actually focus on building something real. I threw myself into work and started freelancing weekends. 8 months later, I met Anna at a coffee shop. She ran a digital marketing business and was different from Claire in every way that mattered. She drove an older car she maintained herself, lived modestly to invest in her business, bought quality clothes that lasted instead of chasing trends. Most importantly, she never made me feel like I needed to prove my worth through spending money. We'd go hiking instead of expensive restaurants, cook together instead of ordering out. We genuinely enjoyed each other's company. By year 2, I knew Anna was the one. My freelance work had grown to an extra $18,000 annually, and Anna's business was earning around $65,000. Together, we were doing really well. I'd been planning to propose for months when Anna mentioned her client was taking the team to dinner. The client was some marketing firm downtown. Guess where they were going? Marcello's, the same restaurant where Claire had told me not to propose. I had an idea, a really good idea. I called Marcello's and made a reservation for the same Thursday, about an hour after Anna's business dinner started. Anna had no idea about the history with Claire and that restaurant. Thursday evening, we got dressed up and headed to Marcello's. I could see Anna's client group across the restaurant, about 8 people finishing their business dinner. Halfway through our meal, I noticed someone at the client table who looked familiar. It was Claire. She must have gotten a job at Anna's client company. Claire spotted me too. I watched her face go through confusion, then recognition, then surprise when she saw Anna. When dessert arrived, I reached into my jacket and pulled out the ring box, a beautiful 1940s vintage ring I'd found for $4,200. Anna's eyes went wide as I got down on one knee right there in the restaurant. "Anna, you're the most incredible woman I've ever met. Will you marry me?" "Yes, of course, yes." People started applauding. Anna was crying happy tears. The waiter brought champagne. I could see Claire's group had stopped their departure to watch. Claire was staring at the ring, clearly trying to process what she was seeing. "This is the most beautiful ring I've ever seen," Anna said. "How did you know exactly what I'd love?" "Because I pay attention to what matters to you." Claire's group finally left, but I caught her looking back as they walked out.